The doctors prescribed me sleeping pills, and I was exploring Budapest castle on my own. Hi, you remember me? I don't know who might hear this, but maybe it will make sense to someone out there. Maybe it will help. Maybe I just need to speak it to remind myself that I was here, that my life mattered. I wasn't always like this. I used to have everything: a life, a future. I grew up in a small town where everyone knows everyone. And I was that girl, the one who was going places, straight A's, a chess player. My parents couldn't have been prouder, always bragging about their daughter, the one who was going to change the world, as they would say. And then there was Mark, my high school sweetheart, the boy I thought I'd spend my life with. College was supposed to be the next big step, the beginning of my dreams. I was on track to become a doctor, but in my sophomore year, everything fell apart. When I went to that trip, days after coming back from Budapest, from that really dark experience, I started seeing things. I became paranoid, and sleep became a luxury I could no longer afford. At the beginning, I was not that bad. A few sleepless nights, followed by headaches. Nothing I couldn't handle, but it wasn't too serious. At least, that's what I thought. The doctors prescribed me sleeping pills and advised me to rest, which worked as a charm. I recovered from those white nights and started getting back on track. But then, my dreams started becoming more and more vivid. I started kinda seeing things. I went back to see my doctor and asked for stronger pills to get rid of those images that started manifesting in my head. But the doctor refused and referred me to a therapist. Can you imagine me going to a therapist? My nerves tightened and anxiety started creeping higher on me. That's when I met Rick. Normally, I wouldn't know people like Rick, but I was desperate and very tired.
Be careful. These are stronger than anything you have ever taken.
At that point, all I wanted was to erase those creepy images hanging in my memory. I didn't know that I was going to do would cost me way more than sleepless nights. Now, Mark left me. Who wouldn't? I ended up in the streets, alone, just another addict in a city that didn't care. I sold everything I had, and when that wasn't enough, I turned to things I never thought I'd do. I was desperate, lost, and ashamed of who I'd become. Last night I found myself sitting in an alleyway, shivering, desperate, and so tired. I thought about Mark, about my parents. I thought about that girl, the girl I used to be. I realized then that I had lost everything that mattered. My friends, the future I once had, all gone. I don't know what tomorrow holds for me, or if there will be a tomorrow, but at least now, someone knows my story, and maybe it will help someone else, or maybe it's just my way of saying goodbye. Addiction doesn't just happen overnight. It's a gradual process, rooted in biology and shaped by a life experience. Drugs hijack the brain reward system, flooding it with dopamine, creating intense pleasure. But over time, your brain adapts. needing more of the drug just to feel normal. Genetics, stress, trauma, they all play a role. Some people are more vulnerable due to their biology, while others turn to drugs as a way to cope with life's pain. Addiction isn't a lack of willpower, it's a disease that rewires the brain, making it incredibly hard to break free. If you're struggling, know that it's not just about the drug, it's about the underlying issues, and there is help out there. Recovery is tough, but understanding how addiction works is the first step to overcoming it.